What is up? My name is Cleary, and today we are looking at Vaush. All right, this guy. So I've watched some of his stuff in the past. Like, overall, there are a lot of things I agree with him on. But, dude, some of the ways he handles certain topics just fucking infuriates me. And when it comes to talking about Republicans, that's one of them. So I am pretty solidly a Democrat. But, like, Vaush just habitually dehumanizes Republicans and turns them into these fucking monsters, dude. It's disgusting. So it's just, dude, I started watching this video. I was like, well, I try to watch through the whole thing to kind of like sort out my opinion on like what he said and stuff, to help myself be more concise. I had to stop only like 2 minutes in because I was already worked up. I was already fucking ready to go. So let's do this, dude. Vaush time, baby. His intro is pretty awesome, by the way. I don't know why. I like the music.
Remember how in Texas there's been like a court injunction and then threats of prosecution from Ken Paxton, the Texas AG, with regards to whether or not a woman can get an abortion when the fetus inside of her is guaranteed to die anyway and might potentially threaten her health to not have an abortion? She fled Texas, which is probably the smart move from her end.
See, all that's fair. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Yeah, I didn't read this. He's been able to get an abortion in Texas even though her fetus is a fatal condition and continuing the pregnancy threatens her future fertility. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Probably the right direction to take things. I'm not going to lie. I don't fault her fleeing Texas. Psychotic that this is happening, but, you know, Kate has been
pretty
unable
wild.
to get
Wild
an
times
abortion
we
in
live in.
Texas even though her fetus has a fatal condition and continuing the pregnancy threatens her future fertility. Last week, a state court ruled in Kate's favor, but within hours, Texas AG Paxton asked the Supreme Court of Texas to block the order immediately. This past week of legal limbo has been hellish for Kate. Her health is on the line. She's been in and out of the emergency room, and she couldn't
By the way, don't get addicted to nicotine. It's really, really dumb. There's no fucking point.
wait any longer. That's why judges and politicians should not be making healthcare decisions for pregnant people. True. That fetus could kill her. Yeah, also, if she gives birth to that fetus, assuming that it's alive when she gives birth to it, all it's going to do is, like, suffer for a few days, then die. Like, that's it. That's the life that this fetus gets, you know? By letting it gestate, all you're really doing is giving it more brain development with which to experience suffering. Like, we're essentially creating an organic mass that literally, why do I exist? To suffer. Like, that is the only thing it can do.
Yeah, so far, like, I don't have a problem with what he's been saying.
You know, it's like, pointless cruelty. It's monstrous. Yeah, their goal is only suffering.
And there it is. There it is. Their goal is only suffering. Just to make it clear, he thinks Republicans' goals, their intentions, like the reason why they exist and advocate for the things they do, is to make people suffer. Or at least that's how he talks.
Laws against abortion are and always have been about controlling women.
Okay. So no, they're just not, dude. Republicans so very obviously think that fetuses are like people. They're fucking humans already in their fucking heads. So, like, yeah, if you get an abortion, to them, you are killing somebody. Like, so, this is so obvious. They're not, like, secretly going, like, yeah, that's just what we say, you know, to make people, like, you know, try to side with us or whatever. But in reality, we just want people to suffer. Like, it's so fucking stupid.
That's not, like, some cringe lib, you know, take or whatever. It's consistent with their behavior. They
No, it is. It is such a cringe lib take, dude.
don't in any way, shape, or form subsidize or provide protections for mothers or children who have been birthed or like healthcare payments or anything. They don't.
They are bad about that shit. But once again, I think they honestly believe, like, when it comes to fucking safety nets and shit, they it seems like most of them do genuinely believe, like, wait, you don't fucking need that shit. Like, go out there. As long as you fucking work hard and shit, you'll be able to make it. Like, you don't need that crap. We don't need to be, like, putting our money into those systems. I disagree with that viewpoint. But, dude, Vaush is acting like they're just, like, so ill-intentioned. They're not, dude. Most Republicans probably truly believe the things they talk about.
Don't care about any of that. They only care about the very, very specific way in
Oh, fuck off. I don't need you right now. You are AIDS.
which preventing abortion kind of forces women into biological subservience.
That's right. They just want to enslave women. That is their goal. You are so very right, Vaush. And they do it through not letting them kill, once again, what they believe is a human. So, When it comes to other women's rights things, yeah, Republicans can get kind of sketchy. I'll agree. When it comes to specifically abortion, though, I do not think their goal is to enslave women. I think their goal is to try to not let people kill the things they think of as humans. You know, the fetuses. That is their goal.
If a woman can get pregnant just like that by having sex, just, sometimes birth control fails, sometimes the condom breaks, whatever, and that then guarantees a lifelong commitment to that child, it creates a world where women will always be effectively economic second-class citizens.
So I would agree to an extent. The second-class citizen thing, I'm just going to move past that one. But yeah, overall, I think it is good to like have abortion legal, and that's why like the fucking overturning Roe v. Wade thing. That was pretty fucking awful. But the thing is that's just how our fucking system works. It sounds like, and I would need to look more into this. From the just the basic knowledge I have about it, it sounds like Roe versus Wade. The verdict was kind of shaky, or like they came to a decision on like the foundation had cracks. Let's just say that. If you want to like reestablish that shit, fucking vote. Just vote for people that will get into office and push to make it so that like on a federal level, abortion is legal. That's the solution.
I'm honestly super interested in the right's take on this. The real one, not just the hyperbole.
The real one is they think they're actual babies. Fetuses are not fetuses to them. That is a life worth protecting. That is a human life.
Genuinely, like, you can take a look at the rhetoric they're employing. They just don't want any exceptions, because once you start making humanitarian exceptions, you carve them out, in ways that undercut the law. They don't care, Sometimes they delude themselves, but yeah, I don't think you're going to get a straight answer for the most.
They do care, dude. Republicans aren't fucking demons here on Earth to make everybody's lives worse. They're people that care about these issues, just like you care about the issues you advocate for. Stop dehumanizing them, please.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. This reminds me of the case in the Republic of Ireland in 2013, where a woman in Galway died while miscarrying. The entire case absolutely spurred on the pro-choice movement there, and the country voted overwhelmingly to legalize abortion in 2018. This shit radicalizes people.
That's good. Well, then, yeah, hopefully it does in our country too. That'd be cool. But hopefully, these cases get people to go out there and push for better. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, it took a while in Ireland because it's like they're all like Catholics. I don't know. Keep in mind, like, as bad as it is, shit like this does so much to negatively polarize women towards voting Dem.
Overall, it's good, right? Wouldn't you say? I mean, like, you're utilitarian, right? So like, overall, if these negative things lead to a largely positive outcome, then I guess let's just hope it actually does, right?
They're in, man. The majority of Americans, even in red states, want abortion rights to be protected, and even more so.
Wait, but that doesn't seem to be true, because the representatives aren't doing that. Are you sure that's true? That most Republicans actually are for abortion, but the representatives just are ignoring their base? Is that really what you're saying, Vaush?
Women than men. Like, it's a huge shift, Voting Republican, you mean? Yeah, they don't want to vote Republican because of this. Are most women pro-choice? Yes.
Wait, is that true? Oh, God, no. I have to look it up. Seems like Gallup's a pretty solid one. Republicans' views on legality of abortion. Legal only under certain circumstances. Okay. Illegal in all. That is actually a huge percentage that just wants it entirely illegal. Damn. It doesn't seem like Republicans do, according to Gallup. Independents, okay. Yeah, a lot of people are like, that's nice to see. Legal under certain circumstances. That is nice to see. But overall legality, nah. Yeah, it seems like Republicans are not there. Whereas Democrats are way up there. But yeah, no, Vaush is just wrong. Republicans do not. Yeah, that is not. They don't want to legalize abortion overall. It seems like. But all right, dude.
Americans support for abortion protections. Remember,
hey, I just fucking looked that up. Yeah, let's do it.
The state of Kansas voted to keep the state constitutional
do the research.
Amendment that
come on, keep going.
protected the right for abortion.
Keep going.
Like Kansas.
See, if he was saying something along the lines of, it seems like a lot of Republicans are for abortion under certain circumstances, according to Gallup poll, that would be correct. That's not what he's saying. He's just saying an overall, they're for abortion.
Kansas, from Gallup. A record high 69%. Nice. Say abortion should generally be legal in the first 3 months of the pregnancy. The prior high of 67% was recorded last May after the Supreme Court's Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health. Most Americans oppose abortions later in pregnancy, but the 37% saying it should be legal in the second 3 months of pregnancy and 22% in the last 3 months of pregnancy are the highest Gallup has found in trends of 1996.
That is
the number of people who don't believe it should be legal under any circumstances is like as low as it has ever been. You know,
it's still pretty high for Republicans, though. Hold on, let's go back to that. Yeah, 24%. Like that's still pretty fucking high. I don't know, dude. And I wish this went into a little more detail. Legal only under certain circumstances. Yeah, I wish that went into more detail. Well, I guess it kind of did. Like he was talking about, early on in the pregnancy, that would be like a specific circumstance where like it would be okay, or like for rape. I'm sure that's probably in there.
No. Did you see Ohio Republicans are trying to straight up ignore the vote to enshrine abortion rights in the state constitution? Yep. Remember, they tried to put a moratorium on amendments to their constitution, and then Republicans broke it in order to try to raise the threshold for a vote necessary to change things. And then the vote was put forward that they tried to stop but couldn't to remove abortion protections. But the issue 1 amendment, happened the way we wanted it to, and since then they've been trying to. Here we go. Even before the vote, some Republican legislators were already publicly exploring ways to undo or undercut its protections. Vaush, you make them sound evil? Do I? It reminds me of how in Florida there were referendums held on re-enfranchising felons and like raising the minimum wage, and DeSantis and the GOP literally just ignored them. They literally were like, okay, yeah, the people want these laws and they're now like legal, but so let's just like cut under it, let's just undo it.
I still have so much trouble believing that representatives are usually pretty fucking good about sticking to the big general things that their base wants. I don't think representatives are going out there completely ignoring their fucking base. I mean, that's how you don't get reelected, dude. Do
you understand how unpopular this shit has to be for Republicans to be acting this way? Like, basically openly saying they can't win on the popular vote and just admitting they have to undercut, like, the results of referendums? I think one of the problems was that Roe was upheld.
I feel like he is overestimating Republican support of abortion. I think he's way overestimating it.
Fairly shaky legal grounds. Oh, yeah, that...
And once again, like specific circumstances, it's not very clear. Like even what you were looking at, it's not very clear. Like once again, it seems like a lot of Republicans would be on board with like, if you're raped, yeah, you can get a fucking abortion. That shit's fucked up. Or if you're like a child still, if you're like a teenager or whatever, it's probably okay in their heads for you to get an abortion because that shit can be fucking life ruining. Yeah, but once again, it didn't go into specifics about the under certain circumstances part of it. So, yeah, I feel like Vaush overall is, like, yeah, he is overestimating how much Republican support there is for abortion.
That is true. Roe v. Wade was always a bad Supreme Court precedent. Not morally bad, but the logic they used on right to privacy being the, like, constitutional wedge they were going to use, that was always legally shaky. And
see, the confusing thing for me is I feel like there is a way to like tie it to the Constitution, like the right for abortion. I feel like there is a way. Like, fuck, I don't know, dude. I need to do like more research, but I would have to think about it. Yeah, I would have to think about it. I feel like somewhere in the Constitution, there's got to be a thing that's like, hey, we should probably let people do what they want with their bodies, more or less. And we could tie it back to that pretty easily. I don't know though. If people haven't been able to do it, there's got to be a good reason. So I'm probably just being stupid. But I feel like there is a pretty easy, or no, not easy. Once again, it's probably really hard because it hasn't happened. But there's got to be a way to tie back, abortion rights back to the Constitution. There has to be.
Always pretty vulnerable, yeah. There should have just been a flat-out clarification that, like, legal rights do not apply to fetuses, like, period. That would have been, like, you could have easily done that with the available, like, constitutional material. It was pretty dumb. But, whatever.
Once again, dude, that was a huge case. If they couldn't find a super clear-cut way to do it like that, my guess would be it's because there isn't one. But
of our Supreme Court jurisprudence is on pretty shaky grounds. So, meh. Even RBG had issue with it. Yeah, yeah.
And once again, guys, that's why go out, fucking vote. All right, that's the best thing you can do.
Obama campaigned on making Roe v. Wade law. Obama promised a lot of shit that didn't happen, huh? Would it be
Well, yeah, all candidates do. It's really hard to get shit pushed through, dude. Like, our government is, like, it's designed to not make super quick radical changes, like, all the fucking time. Because that would create, like, fucking chaos, dude. Yeah, it's usually really hard to push shit through unless there's a, like, general consensus, which there rarely ever is.
possible to pass a federal law instead of changing the Constitution? I mean, you can, yeah, but a federal law isn't as like sturdy as Supreme Court jurisprudence. Well, it depends. I guess it depends on the specific issue. Ultimately, a federal law has to go through Congress and the Senate, and you know, would they be able to add an amendment to the Constitution for bodily rights? This is just my guess, but I'm locking it.
Dude, yeah. Here, before he even says anything, I feel like that would be insanely hard.
I'm bang bang. I'm locking it in.
Like, there's got to be easier fucking ways to go about it than like making an entire like new amendment. When's the last time we even did that, dude? 1992. Not that long ago, but I mean, it's been like fucking 3, 4. Oh my god, I can't do math. No, it's been like 3 decades. Yeah.
We will never again see another constitutional amendment. Not in our lifetimes. At least not unless there is some massive cataclysmic shift to the two-party dynamic. You need 3/4. It's 3/4, right, of the states to verify. There's no way. Absolutely no way.
Yeah, it would be really, really hard. There's got to be an easier way.
2/3?
I agree with him on
yeah,
that.
3/4 of the states. 38 states. 38 of the states have to ratify it. I don't think it's going to happen. The last amendment was 1992, so I don't know. Yeah, but that was a different era, man. That was still during like the neocon, neo-lib era.
And once again, it's been like 3 decades. I don't. Oh god, now I want to. Okay, hold up. Has it really been that consistent? Played 1791, 1791. So a lot of them got yeah at the same time. 95, 04. Wait, what was times? 65, 68. Yeah, especially early on, we were definitely passing more amendments. But then between the 19th and 20th, it's like a fucking 13-year gap. Oh, and the 21st. 51, 61, 64, 67, 71, 92. Okay, no, it's actually been decently consistent. Oddly consistent. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't realize we'd been passing amendments so consistently. Okay. Huh. Until recently, that is. So that was like, yeah, fucking 10 years. Or not 10 years. Oh my god, 4 years. Holy shit. And then like fucking 20 years, and now it's been 30 since the last one. Huh. Yeah, okay, it's been slowing down. I guess that makes sense. You know, we hashed out all the shit the Constitution missed early on, and now it's starting to kind of peter out. Maybe, yeah, I feel like that's got to be why, but...
What differences were there really between Democrats and Republicans back in 1992? I'm not saying there were none, but compared to what's going on today, like, you know...
I don't know, dude. People always say that. Like, politics today is fucking, like, way wilder than it used to be. I don't know how true that is. Politics, it seems like, has always been fucking insane. I can't remember what president it was. I'm pretty fucking sure during his fucking run for president, people, like, his fucking opponent started releasing stuff calling him, like, a hermaphrodite or something. I don't even know. But politics seems to have been, it's always been kind of fucking crazy, at least in America.
Way more agreeability back then. Can anything challenge the Supreme Court's power? Nope. For some reason, following the assertion of judicial review, Supreme Court jurisprudence just kind of sits there, unchallengeable except by future jurisprudence, you know? It's weird.
I'm trying to think. Is that really weird? I mean, like, our fucking government's like, I mean, it's about, like, we set it up in a way, like, checks and balances. That's the big idea. So yeah, to have a body, but we do kind of have checks and balances there. Like, I mean, presidents are the ones that nominate people, like get people into the like Supreme Court positions. But it is kind of strange that Congress can't challenge those rulings, I guess. I'm trying to... Dude, I am not politically literate enough to, like, really fucking process that. I think... Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you can argue that you can like pack the court or whatever, but that's not really the same thing. That's not
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It's not really the same thing. Like, yeah, no like government body can challenge it. That is kind of strange.
really a challenge to their jurisprudence.
Well, there's got to be a reason for it. I'm trying to think, but I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Jurisprudence. That's just like changing the system. Not true. You can challenge the Supreme Court by ignoring them. That's true. That's always the ultimate power that you have. The ultimate power move to ignore them. Not that that would really work these days. I don't think. Was Obergsfell decided on shaky grounds too? No, I'm pretty sure the legal argument for Obergsfell versus Hodges was
Okay, I think I'm pretty much done. I think my point's been made. Yeah, dude, he talks about Republicans like they're fucking demons, literally like they just crawled out of fucking hell. I think it's gross. It's super fucking gross. And talking about them like they don't actually believe in the things they say. They just want to like hurt people or whatever. It's fucking weird, dude. It's really fucking weird. I don't understand why, because I know Vaush like has at least a basic understanding of like Republican arguments. I don't know why he just like writes them all off as like fucking liars and hacks. It's so weird to me. But yeah, no, guys, Republicans, they do believe in the shit they advocate for most of the time. You're gonna find grifters here and there, sure, but you can say the same thing about the Democratic Party. It happens. Most people, I think the safest way to go about it is just assume people have the best intentions in mind, because most people do, and assume that what they're arguing they genuinely believe in. Like, it's so fucking simple. Like, don't dehumanize people. Just don't fucking do it. It's stupid. All right, anyway, that's been this has been Vaush and me calling him stupid for hating on Republicans, even though I do that a lot too. But still, yeah, he's kind of dumb. How he does it is dumb. I do it better, so much better. Fuck him. Anyway, yeah, love you guys. Bye bye.